wiggle, wiggle.
Like.
Hello and welcome to Darky.
What's up?
Yeah, that will be you.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming, Darky.
You're most welcome, dude.
Can you tell me a little bit about the first replay you brought me?
Well, it's a TVP on Sand River. Like, you can't really play south from this spawn. So, like, especially with the amount of TDs. So I'm like, I have to play north because middle is, like, useless and south is non-existent. So north is, like, pretty much the only option.
Yeah. I somewhat agree.
I mean, you can go south, but the issue is you can just, like, get farmed by the TDs when you're crossing, and also they can just YOLO you super easily. And you have a bunch of TDs as well, who will be mostly sitting in the back, so...
I would usually go to the middle and shoot the first clip and go away, but it is a little bit risky.
Yeah, but I decided against that because they have double bot, and they have double grill, and they have a T100. Like, all these tanks can spawn me early, and the grillers will be in position to shoot me.
Yeah, true.
The first shot was kind of lucky, but, you know, have to go with it.
With your stats, it's never luck. Sorry. That's what I heard at least.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know
he
what
was-
that bot was doing.
Yeah, exactly. He was
I
really...
think he wanted to, like, try and clip on me, but I don't think he realized I had friends.
No. Yeah, I talked to all the other about how much they get focused for the clan tags and the stats. It seemed to be pretty often.
It is pretty often, but I guess you learn to live with it in a way.
In a way, you can also turn it to your advantage, I guess, to get some good damage off when you have friends with
Sometimes.
yourself. Yeah.
I mean, now I just went to middle because, like, we spotted so many guys already in, like, the lower side that I don't think they had much in the base, if anything. And the Yak Panzer's in a curious position, to be honest.
It's kind of strange because he's really a good player on stats at least.
I don't know what he was doing there, to be honest.
No, it's pretty point of no return he went there.
It was a little bit of a mistake to clip out after, but I wasn't sure if he was gonna get respotted, so I was like, I might as well just shoot my shots.
Yeah, to see if you can blind him.
Yeah. It was a mistake in the end, but happens. Like, I didn't know if anybody was gonna respot him.
No, exactly.
I like don't want to peek in middle. They still have too many TDs for my liking.
Yeah, that could be really painful fast.
Yeah. And you can see why I didn't go south. Like, just look at where my E3s are sitting, the Yak Bands, the FE4005. I would be dead already.
Yeah, that would be a first and last mistake probably.
This poor Yak Panzer, he's like in really a bad position. And like, he didn't even turn to me, so that's an easy 4 out of 4, to be honest.
Would you be able to pin him from the front with the APCR?
Unlikely, because like I'm up and he's a little bit down, so if I was shooting at his lower plate, it'd be on a bad angle for me.
But you still don't decide to load heat.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's actually a mistake. I should load heat, but he doesn't turn to me, so it works out in this case. But technically, I should load heat.
I was just wondering if there was a reason for it.
Nah, I should have loaded heat, because if he started turning to me, I could probably pin him with that, but I got lucky that he didn't.
I'm kind of wondering why they all push down in the middle.
It happens on Sun River, it's just weird. Like, sometimes it just happens. Like, I don't want to trade with that E3, so I'm like, one shot, I'll take it.
Free shot is good.
I mean, it's 4-5. They still have, like, tons of HP, and my team is still sitting all the way back. So if I, like, take too much damage, then that will affect my endgame too much.
Yeah, I agree. You're pretty equal on HP to both teams.
It's not like we have positional advantage. We have their base, but that's it. I get lucky here that the gorilla bounces me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like he
you
was the
pen
last
him in the cupola, you will.
Yeah, but I should have pinned probably 3 out of 4 there, to be honest. Like, the last shot was on his cupola, but it went outside, so it bounced off.
Yeah, that Capola also, it always trolls me on the 124. I don't know why. There should be worse tanks to pen, but that one always trolls me.
It's kind of risky my next play, but and like he just fired, so I was like, even if the grill shoots me, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Well, all four of those do go on this cupola, which is nice.
So you still didn't load heat? Or...
No, started loading heat now because I don't have
Yeah.
APCR. Like I always run 24-24 on my TVP.
Yeah, it has a pretty decent APCR for most things at least.
That was a lucky hit on the
That
grill.
was a nice hit, yeah.
Kind of lucky, but what this T100 is doing is like, I don't know, pretty weird.
Well, a lot of you guys should be spotted at least, so he should know he would be in harm's way there.
Yeah, well, they don't have control over the middle, so you can't really go there for free. Like, him
Yeah.
going there is like kind of a mistake from his part, because he
Definitely.
gives me free shots. I mean, like with the bots clearing middle, like now I can just start pushing up because it's 8-6, and they just don't have any positions left right now. Like they've lost the middle, so I can just start playing the Junes.
Sorry.
And it's still kind of risky because of the TDs they have, but now I'm playing for damage, so
It's the end game, you gotta get something in. Well, the 110E3 found you again.
yeah. Well, he shot HP at me, so I should be like technically like 250 HP lower than what I
Yeah.
am now.
Thank God for RNG sometimes.
Yeah, but it's not that much difference since he hit me like for 510 with HP, which is a lot. I mean, it makes a difference in the end of the game.
Yeah.
I hate shooting at T100s.
They have a lot of track.
It's, yeah, like half the time in heat you're just hitting tracks. It's really annoying.
You never auto-aim, target?
Yeah, I think my shot was auto aim.
Okay.
Daki, you're so spotted. You're so spotted, Daki.
I mean, now, like, this is like perfect scenario for TVP, right? Like, there's one or two enemies left, you have some HP, and you can just clip out on them for free.
Get a lot of damage out in the last moment.
Yeah, it's another full clip on the T62A, so... I mean, 9k for a TVP is a lot, though, to be honest.
It's a good game. It's a very good game.
It's hard to do more than 9. Like, it's hard to do 10k on a TVP.
Totally agree. And the end result, target?
The end result, I have 9k damage, I have 2k assistance, ace tanker. I don't remember the other medals, I need to check.
Bruiser, fire for effects, and high caliber, tank sniper.
Well, anytime you do like above 8k, usually that means like some people in your team were kind of slacking. In this case, like the IS7s, the IS4, to be honest. Because like one of our IS7s flipped himself in the beginning and died.
You actually have two i7s with 0 damage.
Yeah, one of them just flipped in the beginning and died, like went on his roof.
That's unlucky. Happened to everybody I saw on one of your streams, target.
Yeah, it's that one spot when you're driving out of base that's like, it looks like it's like you can drive off of it, but then you just flip around.
And the next replay you brought us, target?
It's just showcasing how powerful the 907 is, especially on like, what is this, 357 I think it is, matchmaking? Yeah, it's
Yes.
357. So like, in 357 you have like tier 8s and 907 as it is right now, which is like hella overpowered, like not even funny overpowered. It's just like ideal.
It's not really a lot that could harm you that much here.
Yeah, I mean like there's the 140 and the FE, right, and like the TDs, but like
G54 with heat would also do it, but
yeah, where I'm going, it's always like you don't really trade against TDs, more like the T54 or the FE and the 140, and the 907 still like beats them in that situation.
yeah.
And one of the tier 10s is an Arty, which makes it like kind of easier for me, if anything.
Well, if you get hit with Archer in this map, it's kind of your own fault, to be honest.
Yeah, I always sit like in C2, C3, next to the wall, and so Artie can like maybe splash me if he's lucky, but that's also
Yeah.
it. Like he can stun me, but he can't really do more than that.
No. He doesn't have a lot of splash, that one, so.
No, but like we've already spotted like a T49 and a 140 on the bottom side. Like that's like you need to keep that in mind for later on because that's one of their tier 10s already out of the game. Well, not out of the game, but like kind of in a useless position because like my team has 5 TDs, of which 2 are Swedish, so they can go through him quite easily.
If I was Artie, I would love that 4202, that position he was parked in there.
Yeah, me too. Like T54 getting spotted down there is like really good for me because that doesn't leave many tanks that can play upper side. They have 5 TDs, they have Levis, they have a Lorraine that can play there and an M103. Everything else is too slow to really get up there. This guy, this FP1 is just makes some mistakes. Like he makes some massive mistakes. He shoots, he misses, and he drives forwards and he's already used his repair kit. Yeah, well, I've got his first track wheel on a good angle, so like...
Yeah,
Artie
he won't
could
be
maybe
able to
hit
pin
me,
you
but
there.
He won't be able to get out of that anymore. Like that's just a mistake from him. Like M103 is trying to shield him, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Like I make him one shot, I don't shoot the M103 and he dies. So now like M103 tried to shield him, and it's the same story for him pretty much. Like he gets tracked, he gets held on the corner, and there's no escape for him. That's another top tier pretty much for them down.
Yes. That's really one of the things people should practice track shots.
Well, he tried to shield his FV, which was a mistake in this situation, because his FV was already dead. And now it's like a lava against the 907. And then this spot here is kind of hold down for the 907 as well. It's hard for him to hit, so... I mean, I've already got 3.4k damage at this point. Like, it's just an easy farm for 907 pretty much.
The torture is in. He didn't even notice you guys were here. He was shooting at the rest of the people behind you.
There's just not much that team can do in this situation. Like, they've lost their FE215B, the tank that's supposed to deal the damage. Their 140s out of the fight, and the rest of their TDs are camping in base. Well, the Yak tag is behind him, but even he can't do much. I get really good RNG this match though, because like none of my shots really go like wide or something. Like they're all pretty much going on to target. Like even on the Tortoise Cupola, they just go straight on towards it.
You haven't even shot heat yet.
No, because like there's no point right now. Not in this situation. There's like nothing that I can't really pen.
First already shown.
Yeah, but it's one already shot. It does some damage, but like it's 6-3. I've already killed half their team on this side, and because they've lost this position, it's now like it's like a step program, right? You kill the Yak Tiger, then you go to the Lorraine, then you go to the rest. So it's like step by step. Yak Tiger shoots, track him, and he's already dead. He's like. I made a mistake there. I've lost out on some damage on the Yak Tiger. Facing towards the T10, it's unlikely that he's gonna turn for me. So I put one shot into his track with heat, which doesn't go through obviously. So that was just a waste of a shot, if anything. Like, that's just a waste of a shot.
Exactly.
I think I missed a shot here.
Yeah, you missed one, yeah.
It's because his heat, like, there was not enough room for, like, proper leading on him, so he got past the gap before I hit the shot.
Is the shell velocity also very fast on the 907?
On APCR it is, it's a little bit slower on the heat.
Yeah.
With APCR that would have hit. But obviously I don't have APCR left anymore. I've already shot all of it. I mean, it's only been a 5-minute game, of which I've been in the fight for like 3-4 minutes, and it's already...
And it's almost 9k, yeah, it's insane. The damage outload is insane in that tank when you get the targets lined up like that.
Yeah, I'm just going one by one, like, I'm having individual fights, I'm not fighting against groups of tanks, I'm just like... I'm able to like pick my targets every single time. Like on the corner, I was able to pick my target one by one, And now again, I'm able to pick my target one by one.
Yeah. Little lucky he didn't hit you straight on that. Bad shot. I don't think he could have shot you though, but he could have done a lot more damage to you.
Yeah, he could have done a lot more. He could have probably even killed me if he like landed a direct hit. I'm just afraid now of the SRV, to be honest, because I know he shot me.
Yeah, he will
This
probably also pen you.
This is a difficult shot, but like he slowed down a little bit, which made it easier. Because it's on like super long range for the heat, but he slowed down, so I could actually hit that, which was good for me. I think I missed on the SRV as well at one point. Yeah, this one. That's the first time I think RNG has been against me, because it went really, really low. Like it dropped super low, that shot.
Yeah. Do you think RNG is too high in this game?
I don't know, like, I don't know if it's too high, it just like feels like sometimes it just trolls you too much. Like there's like games where everything works out and then there's like games where just nothing works out. That's
Yeah,
the
I
thing I
agree.
don't understand. Like some games you just hit all your shots and then the next game you can't hit anything.
It feels
Here I'm
like
just,
it's not even distributed.
yeah, here I'm just casually missing a few shots.
Spotted. You're so spotted,
You
Dacky.
know, there's this medal
Yeah, I
called
know. I know.
Fadence. So I missed a
That
few shots.
somebody just stole from you.
Yeah, man, I was disappointed. That was my Fadence right there.
Yeah, that's a really shame. And the middles this time, right?
Oh no, it was already a pretty good game, right? I think I
That was good.
go Ace Tanker for that, obviously. Confederate. What else did I got? High Caliber. Did I miss anything? Uh, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, Fighter, Hand of God, High Caliber, and Confederate. No, I didn't miss any.
No,
The
you
other
got
rewards are kind of like not important.
10.7 damage and 4 kills.
It's just a display of what 907 can do in the right matchmaking, to be honest. Like, I don't think it was a super hard game for me. I don't think I really struggled throughout it. I think it was just one, I was hitting my shots, and two, some mistakes from the enemy team and some like conservative play for me, not rushing in and just hitting the shots.
Yeah. And you even made some credits, to be honest.
I did. I made 31,000 credits.
Yeah.
I had credit boost running, but even without the clan credit boost, I would only have lost 9,000 for that game, and I
Yeah.
fired 44 shots.
In regards to this former guest we had, do you think you won the battle against Barry in the dance-off?
I don't even think that's a question. I think me and Barry, we were in different leagues. Like he was like bronze, and I was like diamond.
Yes, of course, I agree. And what's your best advice to the new players and the mediocre players?
For mediocre players, I think like the main part where people like make mistakes is like early game. Like in the early game, like not taking the right position. Like you go to the wrong position, that's your game over. Like either you'll die quickly or you just do nothing for the rest of the game. Like that's the first thing. Like working on your positioning, and that you can only improve by like either watching other players or like figuring out by yourself, which just takes very long. Like what position works in the beginning and what position doesn't, and it's not because you see somebody use a position and it works one time that it's going to work the next time. Like it really depends
No.
on matchups. Like you need to read the enemy team and what is the possibilities for what they're going to do, where they're going to go, and how you should react to that. Like the second thing is sometimes they just make too big commitments. They go to a place where you get stuck and it's a big commitment, then you can't get out. And if you don't have the proper support, then you just die. And then second, it's just like mid game. Like again, that commitment. Like some people in mid game, they think they can commit onto something and they do, and then they just die. Like it's like you need to figure out when something is worth it and when something is not worth it. Like sometimes you need to play conservative, sometimes you don't need to play conservative. But that comes all with experience and like watching
And
better
sometimes you need
players.
to run, actually.
Yeah, that too.
That's so hard.
Yeah, disengaging from an unfavorable engagement is, I think, one of the hardest things for all players.
And you had a shout out to someone, Darky?
Well, you know, if you were wondering where the sixthsence sound came from, it's from imKatee stream. She also streams in North America, and like she's pretty funny, pretty cool, pretty laid back to watch. So you should definitely check her out.
I'll of course put the link in the bottom.
Dacky, you're so spotted. You're so spotted, Daki.
Go make a follow. Okay, Darkies, thanks a lot for coming. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, dude.
Have a nice day.
You too.
English one or the Russian one, but man pulled up in the German one. 2 4 4s in a 4-door truck, there's one on the right, on the left, there's one. We don't